Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: what the hell do you really want? So I am sitting here at the Hyatt, I guess it's a Hyatt Regency. I'm sitting here at the Hyatt Hotel in San Diego, California on a 2-day program, in a program called Wake Up Warrior, where I am tonight I'll actually be receiving my graduation for a certified trainer. And as I'm going through this program right now, we are doing what many people do and should be doing this time of year, which is future pacing, where it is that we want to be 12 months from now. Now, many of you look at this as goal setting, and you'll set 1-year, 5-year, 10-year goals. I stopped doing that years and years and years ago because although 10 years, I understand we have to have a vision, I really wanted to be able to wrap my head around where was I going to go in the year. And so this is a beautiful program because what we're doing right now is we're doing just that. We're looking at the year, and then we're turning around and saying, okay, now where do I need to be in the next 3 months to be on target for hitting that? And we set everything up in 90-day challenges, moving us towards the ultimate outcome at the end of the year. So our assignment was to go back to our rooms last night and even time this morning, as they allowed it to cut into the program, to sit down and basically figure out what you want. And I don't mean like just kind of throwing shit on the wall and seeing what sticks. I mean sitting down, and this is exactly how I took the assignment. I'm literally sitting down and saying, okay, what do I want? And as I put my pen to paper, I literally found myself stopping multiple times. Why did I stop multiple times? Well, number one, was I pushing myself? Number two, was it what I really wanted? And maybe I should interchange those. Is this what I really wanted? And is that really pushing myself? Is that going to force me to become someone different, bigger, better, healthier, happier, and stronger over the course of the next year? And so as I sit and I go through these every time for each category, looking at my health, looking at my relationships, looking at my spirituality, looking at my business, I had to stop and say, wait, is this what I really want? When I sit down next year and I want to be able to look at my life and what I've created, and this is a very fun way of doing this, by the way. It's not like sit down and write down the goal. It's like sit down and write down who will you be next year at this time? What will you have accomplished next year at this time? The fruits of your labor, so to speak. And so as I'm writing these down, before I push the pen, I'm going, wait a minute. Is this what I really want? Stop, Troy. Is this what you really want? One more time, Troy. Is this what you really want? And I kept doing that. So this took me a long time. Like this took me over 2 hours to complete this assignment because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking and I'm starting to write, and then I throw my pen down and I close my eyes and try to figure out, holy shit, what do I really want? What do I want to see 12 months from now? You see, at home, when we sit at home, we have a tendency to just kind of quickly jot things down because it sounds good because you listened to a podcast, or it sounds good because you saw somebody else had something you wanted or was doing something you wanted to do, as opposed to intentionally and deliberately sitting down and taking time to write about your life. Isn't your life that important? So you sit down and you deliberately write about your life, about where you want to be, about what it's going to look like 12 months from now. And in doing so, you actually can start to see this vision, one, of who you have to become. Two, as I've said before when I've done this, oh shit. Like literally I write something and I go, oh shit, that's going to take some work. Like who I am today is not going to work to get to that goal. So shit's going to have to change over the course of the next 12 months. And then it's like, it scares the shit out of me in a good way. So I go from, oh shit, to being scared. But in a good way, because it actually helps to fuel the fire of saying, if this is what you really want, then you're going to have to do the work to get there. Nobody is going to hand it down to me. Nobody is going to just give it to me. Nobody is going to say, you had good intentions, here you go. To get anything that you want in your life, you have to do the work. But right now, if you're being honest and looking at some of the things that you're working towards, are they really things that you want, or are they things that sounded good? People fizzle out on goals and targets all the time through the course of a year because they write down stuff that sounds good, but it's not really who they are or what they want. It just sounds like it would be neat to have. It sounds like it would be cool to do, but it's just not what they're really interested in. So the challenge for you here today is really, really important. This is short audio today because I want you to do one thing. I want you to get off of this audio. I want you to take one clean piece of paper. Right at the top of it, what do I really want? Just what do I really want, which will trigger the thought of this podcast. And number 2, I want you then to write body, being, balance, and business, leaving spaces, 5 to 10 spaces in between each line, and writing down a year from now, what would you like to see taking place in your life? Or what would you like to have said that you have done and accomplished? What are the fruits of your labor and the work that you will put in? Stretch yourself, because you're going to have to become someone different to hit big and bold targets. And if you're only going to stay the same way, and I've said this statement years and years and years in a row, stagnation leads to deterioration. If you think that staying the same way you are today is going to improve your life, your health, and your relationships, you're nuts. Staying in the same place can only create deterioration, a breakdown of the system. So roll up your sleeves, get to work on this assignment. If you need help, all you got to do is reach out Dr. Troy at commitandgo.com, and I'm more than happy to assist in this process. So that's all I've got for you here today, folks. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and bounce off of that with commitandgo.com. Make sure you head over there. There is a gap map. The gap map is going to help you with what exactly we're talking about right now. It is a process to help to create a blueprint for your goals and targets to get you to where you want to go in 2019 and beyond. Number 2, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the podcast, and I'd be incredibly honored if you would also rate and even review and share with friends and or family. Remember, we are on Google Play, Stitcher, and of course, iTunes. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action to create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time.